guys, I hope everyone is cool now. I didn't really want to start this video talking about that bitch that this coronavirus or COVID-19 as it's officially known, because it kind of sounds like an underground organisation plotting for world domination. It's basically something out of a comic book, right? Sadly, it's not. This is a serious thing that we're all going through at the moment, and I can just hope that everyone is doing as well as they can. I know it's a hard time to be living in at the moment, but if we keep doing our bit, I have no doubt in my mind that we will all get through it. I mean, that saying that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger is so perfect right now, because it's testing times. We've got to deal with it. We've got to get through. As long as we listen to government advice and do what we're told, we're going to get through it, guys. Anyway, back to the comics. So I'm sure you will agree with me that last week's New Comic Book Day, week number 12, was pretty freaking damn awesome. There were so many top titles that came out, as well as ongoing issues, leading to the fact that this year is hopefully, fingers crossed, with respect to the current situation, going to be pretty big. Now, I was lucky enough to be able to get every single one of the comics that I was after, and that's thanks to my local comic book shop, A Place in Space in Croydon. Now, if I'm honest, in this struggling time, please make sure that you're actually supporting yours as much as possible by picking up the comics that you want of either their eBay sites, their online store, even contacting them to see if they can actually post them out to you if they're still working in the stores, because I've got to be honest, without us doing that and buying our comics, some of them might not even be able to survive this current situation, and I've got to be honest, none of us really want to see that, do we, eh? I mean, I know there's this big email going around about Diamond Comics and not being able to get the subscribers in, but who knows. So with that said, and on a happier note, I think it's time to sit back, grab a beer, tea or coffee, depending on where you are watching this amazing video in the world at the moment, and get ready for another Geeky Guy Comics Reads and Reviews video for Batman 91. So, first up on my pull list was Batman 91, and I have to say, James Tynion is absolutely killing it at the moment, and he smashed the ball out of the park again with this one. So much so that I actually went and bought two covers, didn't I? As you can see, the standard cover is pretty impressive, and anything with Harley Quinn and Batman is always going to be a winner for me. But the Penguin Matina variant is pretty damn sweet. You probably can't see how much detail is in it on screen and with the light, but seriously, trust me, this is a gorgeous piece, and if you do manage to get the opportunity to pick one up, I would definitely 1,000,000% suggest doing it. The artwork is insane. Now, if I'm being honest, which I always am in my reviews and my reading, for me this comic is probably one that I really do look forward to coming out. I mean, every issue seems to get better and better. It's more involved, the character dynamic constantly changing with every issue, and this one is no different at all. Now, it's probably just me, but does anyone else think that there is some underlying sexual tension between Batman and Harley? Because I certainly do. As I definitely think he really does enjoy working with her, and he really gets a kick out of working with her. They always seem to have fun, they're always joking, but who knows? So anyway, let's get on to the story in question, shall we? I mean, that's what we're here for, no? Or is it? If it's not, then why not stick around anyway, because who knows, you might actually like my content and you might think to yourself, I want to subscribe, I want to like, and I also want to share. But while I'm doing that, I also want to hit that notification button so I'm the first one to know when Geeky Guy Comics drops a video. Now, this issue opens with a quieter scene of the Joker, which is actually quite intense, to be honest, because he's actually quite calm, and we all know that Joker is a savage, he's erratic, and while he's also the master of manipulation, him being calm is definitely something, me as a reader, I'm not used to at all. Now, if you've been following the story so far, this part of the comic lays some seriously good groundwork for the Joker's hidden plan, and I think it leads into what's likely to be part of the highly anticipated Joker War arc, which is coming after the Dark Design in the next few weeks. Now, for me, one of the most enjoyable parts in this issue was when Batman is fighting Deathstroke on his jet hovering over Gotham. The artwork is seriously intense, and the action from both characters is quality. Having Batman take responsibility for everything, like the current state of Gotham, the city of Bane, and even Alfred's death is deeply felt, and you can't help but you want Batman to win. It'd be interesting to see if Deathstroke will actually cut his losses once the immediate threat is taken care of, or will he stick around and fight alongside Batman against the designer and the Joker, or is he actually going to side with them and fight against Batman? Who knows? I mean, but then while all of this is happening, on the next couple of pages you have Harley Quinn hilariously annoying Catwoman while they're trying to work together to fight a bunch of the designer's goons or infected people. I mean, it's a right mix of emotions, and throughout the comic, I've got to say, Tynion does a great job to put in small facts about the mystery, about the mystery behind the designer's plans. I'm finding it seriously so enjoyable and highly entertaining to see Catwoman and Batman all fighting on the same side, with a mix of Harley as a hero and the obvious plans between like the Joker and the designer, mixing things up. I've got to say, Tynion's Batman is probably one of my Batmans so far. So there you have it. Batman 91 is an action-packed, fast-paced issue that ends on a cliffhanger to perfectly set up a confrontation between Batman and the Riddler. It's still left out in my mind though as to what side the Riddler is actually on. To me, he seems to be working with the designer, but then he left clues earlier for Batman, so I'm kind of confused. Will he side with the Batman, or is he playing his own game altogether? Overall, this 6th chapter in the story arc was bang on for me, and it should keep your minds off what's actually happening in the real world, to be honest. I mean, it's probably one of the best Batman stories that you're going to read this year, and I have no doubt that the Dark Designs will probably become a classic Batman story. And that's it. That's a wrap. If you like the content I'm putting out there, be sure to hit that notification button so you know when another video is dropping. And as always, subscribe, like and share. And also feel free to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and all social activity sites. That's it from me and these guys. It's been fantastic, and I'll check you later.